Estamos ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
No, just...
¿Quieres una servilleta?
No, estoy bien.
¿No te quieres soplar la nariz?
Ya me siento, ya.
¿Seguro?
Ya me lo comí.
Cause laughs with Panda cheer. Comedy jokes we love to hear. Volleyball spikes in the summer air. Good times with friends beyond compare. Eating cheeseburgers crispy and sweet. Fried chicken wings can't be beat. Chillin' at mom's house, feeling so right. Fat and chubby, laughing all night. Chillin' at mom's house, feeling so right. Fat and chubby, laughing all night. Fat and chubby, laughing all night. Fat and chubby, laughing all night. Deep in the dreams and big bright skies. 40 adventures in these skies.
Back at PANDAS house, and our guest tonight. Introduce yourself, young lady.
Hello, I'm Sagan Butler.
She's like a substitute teacher, right, bro? She's the one that sells weed to the kids.
Wow.
What's up, everyone? Man, just got back from Ohio with Kel Perez. Shout out to Kel. We did Cincinnati, Funny Bone. I've been to Cleveland before, but just for fun. Cincinnati was dope. I didn't know there was Latinos out there. Cincinnati was really, really nice. We flew in. The airport's really cool. I loved it because you didn't have to, when you get your rental, you didn't have to take a shuttle. You just walk. I was like, oh, that's cool, fancy. I was hungry, and Panda went to go eat Panda Express because it's nice and cheap and healthy. You know, kind of when you don't eat 5 proteins. I'm sitting down there saying, and I see the snow come down. I'm like, yo, I laughed. I was like, hey, can I get a to-go plate? So I didn't want to drive in that sleet or nothing. Everyone was just looking at me like, I was talking to people, is it safe to drive in this? They're like, yeah. And I knew I was a little sissy because then I saw this girl just jog on the sidewalk. I'm like, oh, this is crazy.
Perfect texture for running.
And for her, she was just at it. And yeah, we did a show at Funny Bone. It was awesome. Shout outs to the management out there. Name was Joshua. I don't really forgot. No, Josh. Amazing. Treated me like a king. Treated me like I was something famous or something. Yeah, they were so great, dude. Chicken wings were off the chain, by the way. Crowd was great. And then we chilled there. Then we drove to Columbus Funny Bone. That was awesome. That crowd was like 300 plus on a Thursday. I was like, don't y'all work? Crowd was great. Thank you. They bought merch. They got a bunch of followers. It's just, I'm in that process still where I tell everybody, I know everybody, you're so humble. I was like, no, I feel like I'm an open micer with just a lot of experience. So when people want my picture, want me to sign their Panda shirt, I'm like, that's crazy. But it went great. So everyone out there, the reason I start off with that is just because, I'm getting to travel a little more the last 2 years, or last 2 to 3 years. It's a blessing. But I always hear this thing about you got to move to LA to get, to make it, and you got to go to New York to be established, and you got to go to Chicago for this, and you go to Miami for this. But I think Dallas, Texas has an amazing thing. I love Austin, not against Austin. Houston, I love Houston, San Antonio, even McAllen, a badass comics. Midland, wherever. I think everywhere you got talent. It's just people haven't heard from you, or maybe, and everyone's like, dude, you guys just, bro, I just throw out Barbosa real quick. I was like, bro, that kid's a unicorn. He's young, and he's one of the top comics in the world, not just like national, like in the world. So I was like, let's start the conversation with that. We got one of ours at the top, and there's a bunch of other us that are knocking at the door. I feel, and I'm just here to give a voice to all of us, man. That's all I want to. So with that, I want to segue to you. What made you want to start comedy, dude? Because how long have you been doing it now?
I just hit the 2-year mark this month. I'm an infant in comedy.
But you're doing great. You're very busy. I see your page. I'll text you, any shows tonight, any show. So I'm going to pull up one day. Something always comes up. My family finds out when I don't have a show, and they pull up. Honestly, that's what happens. Remember last time I was trying to pull up to Grand Prairie, the Crabs and Laugh? Mm-hmm. And my family goes, oh, what are those there? Boom. But they did pull up a food.
There you go.
So you said you're 2 years in.
Yeah, 2 years in. It's one of those things, like, I can remember being, like, a little kid and seeing, like, comedians and stand up and sketch and stuff, and just something inside me being like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
But it's also one of those things I never really admitted to myself that I wanted to do it. Mm-hmm. And then I lived my life. I got older. I went through a bunch of like really traumatic stuff, and then I was just like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I survived all of that. If I try this and I suck, like, relatively speaking, it's not that big of a deal. So I might as well just do something for myself that, you know, this little silly little dream I had. And so I saw some comedians, like I binge watched this podcast, and they're the same kind of crazy as me. And they were really successful, and I saw like how that translated into their comedy and their career and everything. I was like, oh, well, I could do that. I could try that. And so I just said, screw it, and I started researching like the local scene, following people, figuring out like what the process was, and within a few weeks I was at my first open mic, and then I did it, and it went relatively well, and I was like, great, now I gotta do this forever. Now I'm stuck doing this. So that's really what it was, just finally admitting to myself and getting the courage to like try to do the thing.
How would you describe your comedy? Like, what do you talk about on stage?
Mostly my life. This is what I would say. I'm not intentionally dirty. I'm not intentionally dark, but I just talk about my lived experiences, and life is dark and dirty.
No, if you're telling your life story,
Yeah.
that's man, and not everyone's got. Almost no one has that Disneyland story or Lifetime story, you know?
Right, yeah. So, I mean, I just try to talk about things that, like, I have firsthand experience with, and obviously I embellish here or there, but I just feel like nobody can speak to my experience except me, and, you know, everybody's unique, so I just try to talk about, you know, what I've been through, and I feel like a lot of it is relatable, because a lot of people go through, like, hard stuff and don't really talk about it, and I'm pretty transparent and, like, raw about it, so I just tell it how it is, I guess.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
No, that's good, because no one will be able to tell your story or sing your song but you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the whole embellishing thing, how dare you, you liar. No, that's comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's straight up comedy. And I know you got to kill Tony pretty quick in your career, right?
Yeah, I was about 3 or 4 months into comedy.
Wow, that's awesome. No, good. It's good to experience, because I know you're going to, God willing, you'll get on there again 2 years later or like a year and a half later, you know, with more experience. How did that go?
Oddly well. Was not what I was expecting to happen at all with me being so new, but, you know, I had been practicing this minute for, you know, a couple months, and I just was super nervous before I got on, but once I, like, was on stage, I was like, can't be nervous now, you gotta, this is what you signed up for, you better get your shit together and deliver, and I did my best. It was not the best minute that's ever happened, but it was passing. It did okay.
Sounds like my sex life. It's passing.
Yeah. Technically sex.
I was in there. Back in set of age. We're good to go.
Yeah.
Just glad the girl this time.
Yeah, for sure. And Tony was in a good mood that night, I guess, because he just took it really easy on me. And of course, he made jokes and stuff. It was nothing like, "You're a piece of shit. You should quit comedy." You know, but it was like, he was friendly and encouraging, and it was good.
Not just that he's in a good mood. I'm about to hit year 9 this summer, so we're just happy. We need younger comics, you know, because there's a story I always say. I used to watch this big documentary, just a nerd, all this and stuff when I'm working. Travis Barker opened up a drum school a long time ago. And he goes, yeah, I want to help. Number one, I want to help. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't need the money. And he come on, guys, because in there, he's done everything. And he goes, I don't, but I need to see the new talent that keeps me hungry. And then here and there is a young bull who's like messing with, like challenging him. He's all right, cool. And he'll go at it with them. He goes, bro, I've gotten my butt kicked, close to getting my butt kicked multiple times.
Yeah.
That makes me practice more. That's the same with me. I love seeing you guys up. I love seeing you go to the mic. Because I hit up the Henry, our brother, man, God bless us, always tell me, you don't need to hit up a mic. You're bougie. You're too good for that. I said, bro, I know. Like I told you, everyone, the only difference between you and I started before you. That's it. So for 3 to 4 years, I had mics up religiously. I ran to them. You know, so some people don't say that. I know what works now, but I know what's not ready also. Like, I literally throw in a joke in the middle of my set, and then even if it's just an idea, like, oh, this worked, that worked, and then I kind of just segue into something else, maybe a little crowd work, or I just embellish or add to it, and then I just go into the fixed stuff, the stuff I know that works. But no, you need the mics, man. You need the mics. And, I miss them, part of them. I don't miss waiting. That's a pain in the butt, but it's part of the process. But it's fun. That's why I try to DM random homies, and like I had J-Mail here last week. I was like, hey, hop on this show, hop on that show. I know Brendan McCamey, I don't know if I say his last name. I love him. I think he's freaking hilarious, man. I told him, you're one of my little hidden gems, bro. You're getting there, and he's really funny. He's just, he's the nicest kid off stage, but on stage, he goes, I look like a school shooter. I'm like, yeah, he does.
I also feel like I've been very fortunate because like the Dallas Fort Worth comedy scene has really spoiled me for sure. Like I think that I only have experience coming up in this one scene, but it's you hear horror stories about New York or LA and like how cutthroat and like how cut off it is, but I just feel like I think that we kind of live in the perfect gym for like getting good at stand up and like working those muscles. And it's like there's so much opportunity for stage time and there's so much like genuine camaraderie and people like care about each other and look out for each other. So I feel like I've been very blessed and very spoiled with everybody being so supportive from like day one. And I feel like you don't get that everywhere. So it gives me opportunity to like hone these skills so that I can take it out into the world and have a better product to present. And so I'm just really grateful that everything lined up that way,
And that's the way you should be. I tell everyone, man, 5 minutes is the first thing. 3 to 5 minutes to have ready. Then 10, that's usually a guest spot, 10 to 12. And then go to 15, and then 20 to 30. But just worry about being funny. Well, in the beginning, just write. Just memorize the stuff you got. Don't even worry about being funny. That's something I learned from Dean Lewis. I was like, you're crazy. But nobody was right. Just write. And when I went to college, I'm a nerd. I majored in creative writing. I told my professor, I got a writer's block. I got nothing to think about. I got nothing going on. Let's talk about that. I can't write right now. I have writer's block. I am boring because I haven't dated this long. This, my girlfriend's crazy. Boom. And then you wrote about a love story and embellished. Now it's a joke.
Yeah.
Now that lady was amazing, man. She would just talk to you for 20 seconds. Next thing you know, you're like, oh, I can talk about this, But no, just write. And for example, once you hear year 5 or what, I don't even like saying what year. Once you get some experience, you meet a headliner, or you just go viral, or you go on Kill Tony and become a golden ticket winner, and then you got your own tour and all that. Once you do that, you'll be ready. Like right now, like I said, you're in the gym it takes a few years. 3 to 4 to really get a 10 to 15 minute set, a solid, funny set though. Because everyone's like, I got 45. I got a bunch of people that are 5 years and under. Some of them do, very rare. I say about 5% of them, maybe 2%. But the rest, I'm like, I see their set. So I've been to Sharks 2 or 3 times, and then here and there I'll pop up to the local showcases when I can, and I'll be like, if you have 45, it's not a funny 45. So I just saw 12. And maybe like out of those 12, 4 to 6 minutes was good. Like I'm talking, I was laughing like that's good, that's well written, or the act out was good, or even your look or your glasses, the way you're moving, it's funny. But I'm like, no, you don't have the 45, and that's not me. No, that's just my little humble opinion. But now that I'm in year 8, I'm going for year 9 this summer. I'm in Ohio. I got no friends and family out there. I mean, it went great. It went really, really good. I have a death joke in Cincinnati, killed. In Columbus, they got so tight. I was like, oh, y'all don't like this. And I'm not that comic goes, well, there's 4 more minutes of this. No, I segued to something else. I don't like making people feel uncomfortable. I'm generally, I'm a big guy, but I'm not a mean person. So I just wiggled something else, and I didn't want to offend anyone, And I just went onto other stuff. And like I still use the tags and punches from like making love to a deaf chick to texting a deaf person. But that's because I've written that and rehearsed it so many times. Like you said, you're in the gym. But Dallas has a great scene, and like I said, same thing with me. I didn't come up in any other scene. Now I've gone to LA a lot. For the last 2 to 3 years, I've probably on average gone 10 to 14 trips out there per year. And man, like I'm emailing some of those clubs that the manager said, I loved you, you're a murderer. Then you come headline. I emailed them back. They're like, what are your credits? What are this? How much tickets you have? How many followers? I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. But it's very standard. But still, when I was in the green room, I was getting roasted for not being on TV, for not being on Netflix, or having any like credits. I'm on Roku, I think, in TCL. But my buddy goes, Panda, bring out your cell phone. All right, cool. And he goes, go to Fluffy's page. And he goes, all right. Hit on follow. It said follow back. And then everybody's like, does he follow y'all? No, cool. That's his credit. Follow him back. I was getting destroyed in the green room. I was like, dang, everyone's been on ABC, NBC, a night show. But I mean, it was pretty cool to get that. I mean, I get it. It just comes with so much stuff. It's fun, like acting and voiceover acting, whatever you want to call it. But I love the stand-up part, bro. I can't wait to have my own tour. Call you guys, hey man, grab your shit. Let's go out for a month. You can fly back as you go, but for a month you're booked. I can't wait to do that, man. Excuse me. And we all deserve that experience at least one time in our life.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you've been grinding for a minute, dude. Like, oh, by the way, what was your first open mic?
Sharks.
Sharks. You know, I don't have a personal relationship with him. I've sat down with him 2 or 3 times, talked for like 2 minutes.
Mhm.
Just a lot of love and respect for that guy. What he
Yeah.
does, man. What a hustler.
Yeah.
I love it, man. He put me on the. I just pulled up to hang out. I got a lot of love for Greasy Ordo, so I pulled up to his birthday shows, and I met Big A there too.
Oh yeah.
And Henry took me to a couple, like 2 to 3.
Mhm.
Man, I just loved how like someone's coming, you know, passing through,
Mhm.
and he'll give them a spot.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, it's like I genuinely like love that man. Like he has a key to my house. He hasn't used it, but like I love and trust that man so much, and I just respect the hustle. I mean, he's built Sharks Comedy Club by himself. He's been a one man,
That's
show
awesome.
for this long, but just like how he treats people and the opportunities he gives people a space to grow. Just very, very generous with stage time, and I wouldn't even be where I am without him and his support. Like he's always given me a space to work on stuff. Like I said, like I've been spoiled in this scene, and Noah's a big proponent of that. Just always like having space and working with me and being supportive. So I love that guy to death for sure.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna ask him to join the podcast one of these days.
Mm-hmm.
It's just he's like a staple in Dallas now, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I hit up, I don't even know him on a personal level,
Mm-hmm.
but when people ask me, hey, can I get some, I'm out of town or I have a gig,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, I would email this guy Sharp. He
Mm-hmm.
has a website. Go to his page, DM him, but he has an official website
Mm-hmm.
where you can email him. He goes, bro, is it like a show? I said, bro, it's a freaking show. He's in downtown Dallas. Great location.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dungeon.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, oh, they're going to train on me here. Not again.
Not again. Fool me once.
Each time I sneeze, I swear.
Yeah.
Hold it.
Second time didn't fool me. I knew he was getting into, and I liked it.
The third time, someone choked me or what? You're not from out.
Yeah, but it's I love Sharks Comedy Club. I just got a job at the restaurant.
Nice.
Yeah, the Frankie's like because it's like it's in the underground part.
Oh, at the the
Yeah.
actual club, yeah.
But upstairs, I just got a job waitressing. So.
That's so cool. Congratulations, shout out to you. I know we're talking about that.
I finally got a job after years of searching. So.
Oh, dude, but with your schedule and you're in high demand.
Yeah.
You're taking care of a lot of kids.
Yes.
No, we're happy and proud of you, man. You're a badass. I tell you, I try to text you as much as I can, DM you, and just tell you, you're freaking amazing, dude.
Thank
You're amazing.
you.
You're amazing, man.
Thank you.
Because I know how much comedy takes out of my schedule. I'm single with no kids, you know?
Yeah.
I just got to support my eating habit. That's about it.
I say I work to support my comedy habit.
There you go. There you go.
I'm like I have to like make money in order to be able to like keep up this lifestyle. But yeah, it's a lot, but we're making it work. We're figuring it out. So you gotta get creative.
So what was your first show at a comedy club? What was
At
that?
a comedy club?
Yeah.
My first club show. Oh man, I don't even remember what my first club show was. I remember my first paid show. And that was, I did Graffiti Pasta in Denton.
Mm-hmm.
What was my first club show?
Dang, you've done so many, dude.
Yeah,
I swear the ego is real.
I just don't remember.
Good, I'm making white people cry. Let's keep going.
Yeah, I think maybe, I don't know if it would count. Maybe it was one of my roast battles that I did at Hyenas.
It's cool. So I've seen that. So you kind of started like with the whole roasting thing, or you started stand up and
I
roasting?
started stand up. When I started stand up, I said I'm never gonna do roast battles. I'm just like I think I'm too sensitive. And then I got offered a spot to do the David Lucas Roast Club at Hyenas Dallas, and I was like, well, I can't not do this.
It's a gig?
Yeah.
And at a club. You know how hard it is. I know how hard it is to get into a club.
Yeah.
Like you're doing all these mics, and you're like, dude, when you do the open mic, you're like, dude, I'm at the improvs. I'm at this.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're like, dude, I can't get a guest spot or host or something here. Like, no, you're not ready. I'm like,
Well, my thing with like the roast battle thing is like I never intended to get into it, but I got offered it, and I was like, if it makes me uncomfortable, that probably means I need to do it because I'm a writer first, and like that's what I am at heart, and so I was like, well, this is like a big writing challenge, and then I did my first roast battle there and did really well, oddly well.
No, I heard like just a bunch of stuff like, hey, Patty, you gotta hear say she can talk shit. And I'm like, she is such a sweetheart. Like, look at you. You're just so nice.
It's one of those things. I'm not great at talking shit on the fly. Like I have to really sit down and tap into that mean energy because it's so not my standard thing. But I also just was like more afraid of like, oh, I'm gonna get my feelings hurt, and I'm gonna. And then it was like, no, like it's all in good fun because I like watching roast battles, and it's something that I watched even prior to doing comedy, so I enjoy them. But just being like, okay, you know, you get to establish your boundaries or whatever, and then everything after that is just like, don't take it personally. And but yeah, I did really well. I did a few of those. I can't remember my first like. I just barely did the Addison Improv last October, and I just did the Arlington Improv this week.
Nice.
So I think the only club I haven't worked in DFW, I think, is the new Punchline. Oh, and I haven't done Backdoor.
Okay.
Because I don't do clean. I respect the hell out of Backdoor. I think it's very important, but it's just like, I know I'll have to learn how to work clean at some point, but I still am so new that I'm just like figuring things out as I go. So.
Everyone has this thing. When you got to work clean, you do get more corporate gigs and stuff. But you know what? The guy I open for works clean technically, but it's more like PG-15 because he touches fire here and there and get a little dirty.
Mm-hmm.
He probably said shit twice, 3 times the whole set, and he does like an hour 20 set. And just be funny, bro.
Yeah.
Be funny. Be undeniable. Be you. Market yourself. I love that you're doing your skits. You're doing you're posting stuff too. I love how you're hustling. Like you're just getting the social media thing going. This is part of it. Me as an older dude, I was like, when I first everyone was telling me post more. I'm like, nah, get the hell out of here, fool. This is crazy. Now I'm like, I'm gonna post. I took a little break when I got sick, but I took off like 10 days or whatever. I try to post 1 a day now.
You know what's really funny? One of my friends that doesn't do comedy, he sent me a reel. Cause we send reels and stuff to friends. He sent me one of your reels. I was
crazy.
like, that's my friend.
That's crazy. That's
I was
crazy.
like, that's Panda. I was like, I just worked with him the other day. And I was
That's
like,
crazy.
what? I was like, yeah, I'm cool. Giving me some clout.
Oh my god, that's my buddy.
Yeah.
I punk him. Paid him out.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
Well, that's a blessing. That's awesome. The Batman Robin Bane one I did with
That was what he sent me. Yeah.
Okay, that one's very popular. It was like a 10.5 mil. It's freaking insane. And I have a coworker. He's very private, so I won't say his name, but he's this redneck dude from the middle of nowhere. And he goes, I want to talk to you. I'm like, oh crap. He's very professional.
Yeah.
He's time he talks to you because you messed something up. He runs like the server at our job. He does a bunch of cool stuff. He's a real smart guy. And then he goes, like, we're cool, right? I'm like, oh, this is getting bad. You know, it's like, no, like, we're cool. Like, I know we hung outside of work. We had a drink, and I've been to your shows. I was like, yeah, no, I appreciate it. I hope you come to more. Is everything okay? Did I offend you? He goes, why would you offend me? I ain't no bitch. I was like, oh, okay. He goes, pulls out his iPhone, goes to the saved, and he goes, hey. Let's the video. He goes, bro, I died. I've seen it 5 times.
Yeah.
All my friends, I sent it to him. And I forgot what other state up north. His family's from there. He's from Texas. But that Batman Bane Robin one went crazy viral, dude. Yeah. I had a couple of people tell me, I was at the airport and they're like this. And I was like, what the hell? like, you're drinking coffee or something, you're like eating your mama, and they're like, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna ignore that. And the third time I was like, yeah, is that you? I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. I'm literally always wearing my PANDAS shirt, and I was like, oh.
In character.
Yeah. No, it was just a blessing from Concrete and Jerry Con. We had a weekend in Corpus Christi. I was working TKs with Polar Bear that weekend. I don't forget that type of weekend. I was like, I did a show Thursday with Polar Bear at TKs, and then we did 2 Friday, and then Saturday we had 2 also. But I was booked with the LRM team with Jerry Garcia and Concrete. So I flew out to Corpus Christi, and Con calls me, and I was like, don't text me here and there. But he goes, hey, bro, make sure you bring your CPAP, please. I'm thinking because we had a trip prior in San Antonio, we did the LOL, I hosted. I forgot my machine, and Jerry woke me up. He goes, Yahweh! Let me sleep. So, like, whenever I share a room with Jerry Garcia's the man. He's a sensei of comedy. That guy's writing is insane. Like, he's so great. And, that weekend I brought the nose tab, I brought everything. I taped my mouth, and he goes, well, you're gonna explode. And he goes, I don't know, I'll take my mouth, and like, I didn't snore anymore, but I thought it was that, because we all shared a room that day, because it was a one-nighter, so those guys are the best, though. They know I'm on the road or whoever, and once they get cool with you, but bro, you can stay on the bed or on the floor or on the couch. I mean, no, we are comics. We know how crazy expensive this hobby career thing is. And they're like, yeah, I stayed in there. And then Con goes, yeah, I got on the bed and put the mask on. I was like, well, that's crazy. But then I see Jerry with this whole Robin outfit, and then Khan's got all these masks.
Yeah.
And since they had been so busy, because at the time they both had different tours, they filmed like 4 sketches that day.
Yeah.
And I was the 5th one, and that one went crazy viral.
Yeah.
They were so cool because I tell everybody it's not all about the followers, but it freaking matters. Like literally, I emailed like 5 clubs.
Yeah.
All of them, I said, how many followers? How many views do you average on your stories? I'm like, can we get screenshots? I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I've done this and that with this and that. Like, oh, you know them? Next thing I know, they want to book them. They're like, do you have their management email? I'm like, yeah, here it is. But they helped me a lot, dude. I had like 2,900 followers, and then I got 2,000 like in a week or two. Then every day I had like a new follower show. And then the stuff I had already posted, it went from like 147 views to 500. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Because my brother's the one who really pays attention to that. He goes, Gordo, look at this. I was like, man, that's crazy. And then like 2 months later, I noticed like the last 12 to 13 videos I posted were like at 1,500 views. I was like, oh, that's crazy. And now I just try to post little funny videos, my stand-up, or just me doing little stupid Theo rants, you know. But just be yourself. You know, we'll go back to that. Be yourself.
Yeah.
Talk about your life because you do so much. Like, you're very interesting. Like, you are a Renaissance woman. Like, you deliver babies and a bunch of other stuff too, right?
Yeah, I do the doula, birth work, postpartum stuff.
Yeah, I remember we were talking about that, and you were talking to someone else, and I butted in. I was like, what? Say yeah, I deliver babies, bitch.
Yeah, I worked in birth. Primarily postpartum was kind of my wheelhouse. I have been there for people having birth and then I do lactation and placenta stuff. So I kind of do it all. Really.
Help me, my lactation.
We'll get some herbs in here. We'll get you on a regimen. You'll be lactating in no time.
Heck, dude, herbs, you'll get hungry and hungry. My titty gonna taste like Italian seasoning.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
a little parsley on it.
Little parsley. You're a bad girl. You need to behave.
I'm sorry.
No, she's not a guy. She's a pervert.
I'm a nice lady. I don't know what you're about.
I see her voice eye contact. I'll behave.
I'm nice.
That's her saying she's submissive, guys. No.
Yeah, I know you were saying about getting recognized. It's crazy because like I don't have like a ton of followers and stuff, but like every once in a while I'll get recognized from being on Kill Tony like almost 2 years ago, and it's so weird because I also I drive for Uber. We'll get to talking, and then I'll come up and do stand up.
You drive for Uber too?
Yeah,
Dang,
I do
girl.
everything. I clean houses, drive for Uber.
You're hustling.
Yeah.
Your story, bro. God willing, in a few years, people are gonna watch this podcast, bro. And they're gonna be like, no way, dude, she was doing all that and now she's just doing this. You're gonna have a tour, we're speaking into existence, dude. Because I want to have my own comedy festival, roast battle. You can be one of the judges.
Oh,
we can do live podcast. Yeah, dude, I did that for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, going back to that, that's how I started getting booked. No one wanted to book me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm kind of funny. I got like a good 5 minutes. I thought a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. Not shit, but I was very confident. I've always been very confident. My mom and dad just pushed love and confidence into me. That's why I'm the way I am. I'm so blessed. Like my dad never liked when people called me chubby or gordito. He goes, no, his name's Alex. Because they call me Alex. Like, his name's Alex. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Or Mr. Chacon. That's when he got it. My dad was very nice, but he didn't play the games.
Yes.
But my dad was born and raised in El Salvador. Like he was delivered in a ranch. My dad was a cowboy. Like 6-shooter, machete, guns. Because he goes, no, it's for the snakes or wolves that attack the herd. Because my dad literally was Mr. Yellowstone. Like, not at that massive level, but they had like 20 cows. And let's say you had your ranch, Monkey had his ranch. He would just go take care of them and feed them and brand them. He was a real cowboy. Like, it was pretty cool. So I'm a bitch. I'm not just a dollar. He was a real man. Yeah. Back when he was alive, I'd be like, at the time I was dating a girlfriend, like, yeah, to fix the faucet, change the tires, and brought my man. But I'm calling a real one, Dad. You know what I mean? My dad's like, see me, I'll go there. Yeah. And he'd bring me Whataburger, and I'm there eating, like, I'm still a child. And he's like, go, no, you keep studying. My dad always told me, you keep studying. You keep studying. Because my dad always, he did flooring, he did carpet. He never taught me how to install. And he goes, my brother knows how to install. I told my dad, how come you never taught me how to install? Because you're good in high school. Your brother doesn't, so I got to show him a trade.
It's crazy. My dad's parents owned a flooring store, and I grew up like installing like carpet and tile and stuff.
It's just a marriage waiting to happen. You gave me a white girl.
And then my mom's dad was a carpenter and did like commercial painting and stuff. Wow. So I grew up like learning how to like remodel houses and stuff.
Dude, you've lived so many lives.
Yeah, I'm very handy. I'm just gay enough to have my own tools.
If you have a Subaru, I'm leaving. I'm going to go outside.
No, the kids won't fit in the Subaru.
No softball team, nothing?
No, no softball team. I'm not the sporty kind. I'm the fixing stuff kind. So.
Even better, dude. I need a chick like you in my life.
Yeah.
Like, one way I'm going to call my wife to fix this, guys.
The only thing I don't do is electrical and like super intense plumbing, but like
No, that's a very niche thing.
Yeah.
When I say it's a very like electrical's dangerous,
yeah, I
dude.
don't touch that at all.
Plumbing, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone makes fun of plumbers till your shit's overflowing or it's backed up.
They're doing the Lord's work. I'm not
Oh,
sure
100%,
about.
bro.
Yeah.
Just for them to come out, it's like 152. I'm like, I've seen some backed up toilets at clubs, and I'm like, no, they deserve to get paid, bro.
Mhm.
And you assholes, who puts towels down there?
Mhm.
This way I go, someone put a little paper, like a bunch of paper towels. Why?
I don't know.
God, you can't fix
Assholes.
stupid, man.
No, but that's funny. I like that. Yeah, because like anytime we needed to do something in the house, we just did it ourselves.
Oh, that's the
You know what
best.
I mean? So like I remember being like in elementary school and they had like a wet saw, we're cutting tile and laying it and
Damn.
everything, grouting and painting and.
You're just talking dirty to us. Stop. Like, what got you, bro? She pulled out the grout, and next thing I knew, Genuine was on.
Yeah, I like and I did wood shop in school and.
I love it when you would cut the wood. So I'm a lot older than you. So like back in my day, we had a wood shop and metal shop,
Mhm.
and I built a little chair like this. We would cut stuff because the guy said not everyone's gonna be a teacher, not everyone's gonna be a lawyer or a doctor. So it's learn how to work with your hands.
Yeah.
Mr. Pierce, I won't forget him out in Dexter, out in California.
Very cool. And I don't weld. That was something my son's dad is a welder, and I always wanted him to teach me how to weld, but I never got.
My cousin's a welder, so I got you. You're a welder.
Hell yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Salvadoran welder. You're
There we
good.
go.
Or you're gonna hear a bunch of cumbias and a lot of machete shit, but you'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
I'll adapt.
He brings his own beer too, so you'll be fine.
There you go. That's very on brand. I
And he
feel like.
shares. He shares. It's
That's
good.
nice.
Yeah.
I love a generous king.
And the reason I kind of segue into this is our brother Henry. I met you through Henry.
Mhm.
Man, Henry Cruz was you bastard. You weren't supposed to die on me. So when we got the news, so first I tested him. I took him on the road because I'm at a level where I'm coming up. I ain't nobody famous, nothing, but I get booked, I get called. I remember when someone told me, "Hey, dude, you're gonna get to the level where you're gonna reject gigs." I'm like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Reject gigs. That's happening.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I can't do that for that. I can't. That's just gas and hotel.
Yeah.
And then I gotta bring 2 openers.
Yeah.
Like no. Then if I bring a girl, unless I'm really really cool,
Mhm.
there's only like a couple girls I've shared a room with on the road, but 90% of the time, like, you have to get your own room. Or if it's a one nighter, because at the end of the day, I don't want to. My potential, I could have had a career end because he touched me. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
We were in the same car, but the rooms, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
all that. And at the end of the day, anyone can say that. Right now, someone would be like, we went to McDonald's, he touched my butt. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
But, that's what I walk around like this. No, but I should have tested Henry without him knowing. We went on the road, offered me gas. He was great. We did the last show. The first one we did was in Houston at a brewery. He killed. He did great. He killed. And I don't like using the word great or killed or murdered often because a lot of people use that.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're a killer king. You're just like, I'm over there like, man, that was pretty basic. But
Yeah.
that was, and not just because I've been doing that longer. I've seen the killers. I've seen the guys that murder guys and girls. I'm like, that was an okay set. It was good.
Yeah.
But to tell you to be memorable, you're gonna get an agent. You're gonna get no.
Yeah.
And then not to sound arrogant or cocky, but if you're calling out set a killer, set what's mine. I'm like, no, we're at different levels. It's just skill levels. It comes with time, and some people are not going to reach certain levels. And even if you're not the funniest, you can still build a tour. You can still get fans. But Henry was getting better, and Henry was not like, yeah, cool, okay, I got it. No, he was like, okay, fan, I got you. Like, try this, try that. That kid was so coachable, so humble. He'd listen. All these other comics, and I'm not throwing shade at you. You should be on Kill Tony. They've been on Kill Tony and they get some type of award. Oh man, yeah, dude, but just Tony said this, Tony said that. I'm like, is Tony booking you anymore?
Yeah, after seeing you for 60 seconds.
I
Yeah.
was like, and I watched Joey Diaz's podcast a lot, like when it was the Church of What's Happening. I still watch it now, but I watched it religiously back then. Like I wouldn't miss an episode almost. And he would say, guys, when you get to a certain level, the local feature comic guy is gonna book you more than anyone else. Go shake his hand, go, hey, cocksucker. I'm funny, I don't know you, don't know me nothing, but if you can give me 5 minutes on your showcase, that's what people should be doing.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. But he got it, and he was very coachable. And we went to Houston, and I told him typical thing, hey man, you gotta get on the show, you gotta help me sell tickets, and he did. I brought his cousins, and he wore these baby blue and white Nike Jordans. We roasted. Okay, great. I roasted the shit out of him.
I know exactly the shoes you're talking about.
Bro, they were like size 10 or 11, and he's like an 8 or 9. Oh no, but before that, we went to go eat tacos at this place. It's at a gas station. I was like, yeah, my buddy had Joe promo. He goes, bro, this is going to pay for the hotel for the whole weekend. We're there like 2 or 3 nights. I'm like, damn, you got paid that much? He goes, yeah. We go there and get a bunch of free food, and then they have a bottle of Bucana's pineapple. And the guy, he's a Salvadoran guy too. I was making fun of him. I was like, how do you guys sell tacos? And the guy gives, hey, Henry, you want a shot? And he goes, I might take one. I said, Henry, go ahead. He looked at me. I'm like, I'm not your dad. And you're not driving. You're good. He just chilling, and I see this. And he was fucking up that bottle, bro.
Yeah.
Then I see him with a cigarette. I'm like, who are you?
This is real.
He is the real me loser. Already got your love.
Yeah.
And then we had a great time. Didn't even eat that much. But he was fucking up that bottle with that guy. Because apparently he said it was free, and man, that's for me. And after that, we drove him to Katy, to his aunt's house. And we were just getting him on the shoes. Next thing you know, the headliner, Jose, who was not a roaster. He's so chill and nice, was roasting him. The host, Checo, was roasting him. My brother was just laughing. Then I kept going back, and he goes, just leave me here. And we got like 10 minutes. So I started driving slow. He goes, you're an asshole. And we just kept going and going. And he goes, man, fuck these shoes. I'm like, wearing them again, Panda. So each time I saw him, I'd be like this. Yeah, I don't wear those around you, bitch. Yeah.
Shoe check.
Yeah, and then we did another show in Belton, right past Temple, Texas, right there. And I really, there was the show was kind of dead. I'll be honest with you. And they were not seated properly. It was a restaurant in the back. It was cool. It's kind of, that place kind of built like will call, like in the back, but everything was built like on the side. And then let's just think about will call having like 2 people in each corner and like 8 in the middle. It was so weird. Like it was, they sat them so bad, and the place was probably double the size of will call this way, like a rectangle.
Yeah.
And I was like, why would you see them like this? Whatever, and the host tried. The host like 10 times. Hey guys, I'll give a free drink. You know, if you guys come up. Hey, I told him I'll give out a shirt and shit or a hat or 2, whatever, and just make a normal move. And then we all did okay, honestly. And then there was these, and then who went up? Hector went up. Hector Cifuentes. Shout out to Hector Cifuentes. He did his thing, had a good set. And then Alex Cunningham was hosting, did his thing. And then during Alex's set, these 2 ladies were just like kind of loud, but they were live at the party. They were fun. Older, I mean, talking about, they were very up there, like 70s. And then they started kind of hitting on Alex a little bit. And then by the time Henry got there, they got a little rowdy. I get up there. They said they had escaped their retirement home. And they did. We got to go, Panda. Oh, how long? I was like, what? And she kept flashing us. She kept her bra on. She kept flashing us. I was like, oh my. After the show,
That's
we
how
all.
I'm inspired to be. Next week.
After the show, I'll be there. I'll hold your shirt up. We all tattooed. We all signed her arm. She goes, I'm gonna get a tattoo of this.
Oh my God, I hope she did.
I was so awesome, man. And the thing, after the drive back, Henry goes, man, that was a tough crowd. This and that. And I said, Henry, actually, that was where we shot those skits in the back. I don't know if you saw those little skits we did. There's like a little river one.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, dude, we're here to shoot some skits. I was like, all right, cool. And he had just got those meta glasses.
Meta glasses.
I was like, boy, he looks autistic right now. I go, shut up, Panda.
Yeah, he loved those things.
I know. I was like, bro, they're like pulling you down. They're so heavy.
I was so excited when we got
Oh, and you tell everyone about his deal?
Yeah. Oh, I only got these for everyone. That's really, all right, cool, dude.
Yeah, I was like, bro, they look terrible. Man, you don't know about style. I love it that you finally clapping back at me, though.
Yeah.
So on the drive back, I was like, dude, you did freaking great. We're like about to stop at Buc-ee's. He offered me gas money again. I was like, bro, I'm good. Because I told him, man, some of these, they just cover my fee. There's nothing for the opener. So I was like, but I have to get there and come back. So if you want to go, if you have merch, sell it. And he goes, all right, cool. We're stopping at Buc-ee's. He offered me gas. He offered me, I can get you some food. No, you're good. But it was cool to check them out. Because a lot of openers, bro, they eat, they leave trash in your car. There's little stuff like that. And you'd be surprised. You're like,
it's a respect thing.
Yeah, it really is. I'm like, bro, this has nothing to do with comedy.
Yeah.
It's my car.
Yeah.
And I congratulated him. I was like, dude, I think overall you killed. He goes, bro, you got a masterful set. So I did a bunch of crowd work because they weren't into my spits. Like, I did terrible. He stuck to a set. He did about 15-minute set, or maybe 20. I think he did 15. But dude, he stuck to his set, no crowd work, like a real professional comedian, because he was. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, I just also happy and proud of him, man.
Yeah.
And we were hitting the road, and then we started this. We had the room set up a little different. That's when I found out the news too, because I was like, man, I told Monkey, I'm gonna try Henry, because I really like him. He's coachable, he's funny. I liked it because he's grinding. He was getting funnier. Each time I saw him, his set was tighter and tighter and tighter. And he would, I tell everyone, I'm not saying the advice I'm gonna give you is gonna work for you, but it's cool to try it, or at least think about it. He wouldn't me. Yeah, I got you. Okay. Yeah, what do you know? I'm like, okay, what do I know? I'm just traveling, right? Yeah. And then I saw the differences in his set, man. And then when he came over here, he told me, hey, man, what do you want to talk about? Like I told you, be yourself, have fun, your journey, be you. But then like something hit me, and we're hanging out, we're talking more, we're shooting skits, and I told Monkey, dude, I'm gonna try him out to see like be a full-time, like, you know, I was gonna call it PANDAS house or PANDAS mama's house with Henry Cruz, you know. And I got the bottom, just like make it all black and white, it's all Panda thing, and then have like a gay color for his name, just to be a dick. It's a fuck.
That's so funny.
And yeah, we did our episode. Then I was in Boston when I found out the news, and that was, dude, that's how people get diabetes. That was my first time going to the East Coast. I've gone to the East Coast with Monkey, but this is the first time I went to an East Coast comedy club, and it was sold out. It was 300 plus, 400 plus. Had a very good set. My family from Boston saw me. It was like 14, 15 people I brought. My homie was, oh, you showed me 15 tickets. So I was like, this family full. And it was just, I saw you post something, and Shark and a bunch of other people. Once I was like, man, comic. But we know how us comics are, you know, but you get to put that white dove just because they're like, killed you in the host, bitch. You know? Yeah. In the rose, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh. And then I found out the news. But I'm glad he was there with you guys at least. You know, his closest friends. I miss him a lot. Honestly, I still haven't been to visit him. I feel like he's still alive somewhere. He's just busy. I don't know. Maybe I live in a fantasy world. But
yeah, it's still very surreal. Henry was like one of the most humble people on and off the stage. Like, he was one of the most generous, kind-hearted people. And I mean, it's weird because, you know, this is somebody like I talk to like every day, saw most days. Like, I used to spend more time with him than anybody else in the scene. And so it's still just weird that, like, you know, he's not around anymore. But he just had what would have been his 30th birthday this last Monday, I think. So I went and visited him, and it was weird because, like, you know, I'm just sitting there. Well, I laid next to him for a while, but it's like I'm just sitting there having a conversation with him, just talking to him. Like, you know, I was telling my other friend, I was like, yeah, I was telling Henry about you today, and it sounds weird, but it's like it's still just like, even though he's not physically present, he's still very much a piece of my life. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you know, during the holidays, we always have, like, you know, a moment where we have, like, his little memorial at the table. He's always included in everything. I've got pictures of him all in my house now. So he's very much a staple in my life and always will be. But, yeah, it sucks. But people always are like, you know, with me being there with him, they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, and da-da-da-da. And it's like, no, I'm glad I was with him. Yeah. I'm so grateful that I got to be there with him. Like, being there with him and seeing everything happen, yes, it sucks, but I think I would have felt worse if it happened and I wasn't there. Yeah. If I wasn't there to support, to comfort him, if I wasn't there to support him and to, you know, just be there with him in those moments. Like, I feel very blessed that, you know, God put me there with him, that if it was going to happen, that, you know, we were together. And it's worse that he's gone. Like, the seeing and everything, like, I've coped with that pretty well, but it's just the fact that he's not around that's, like, the part that really gets me, for sure.
Yeah, no, I miss him a lot. Like, there'll be gigs sometimes where I'm like, dude, he'd be here right now. Yeah. Like, when I told him, I'm taking LA, because that's like, I try to inspire people and motivate with them. Like, bro, just save up. I can get us a car. You're gonna have to get your own room, your flight, but I'll help out with everything else, bro. And you'll get some time at a club in LA, like legit club. And he goes, dude, how do you do that? I was like, oh, don't worry, bro. I got a couple of connects out there. See, my thing with the whole LA thing is, I go through headliners there, you know, like I open them for here because COVID sucked, but I met a lot of cool headliners here. But they did the Red Room a lot, and they did what's the other one in downtown Fort Worth? I forgot.
Payless?
No, it's this like nightclub, but you walk in there and it's like a candy store, but they got like a little washer room, and you open it and you go back. I forgot what it's called, but a lot of them perform there too. And dude, it was cool. It was great. It was a blessing for me. I literally met like 5 or 6 headliners,
Yeah.
and they all have their own tour now.
That's what's
Well, they already had their tour before, but they were coming here because they're like, dude, the flights were so cheap. I remember one of them came here for like 30 hours.
Mhm.
She did 2 or 3 shows and left. Because,
Yeah.
bro, the flight was 120 round trip because no one was flying.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's crazy. But, no, dude, I'm glad we got to finally do the podcast. I know my schedules are crazy. I know your schedule's crazy. You're hella busy. But if you can let people know where they may follow you and stalk you, where they can follow you for your next show. Do you have any shows you want to promote?
That is a very good question. Let me check my calendar.
Showing off, excuse me. You heard that, monkey? Excuse me.
I can there.
I don't have anything this weekend. I don't know. Let's see. I have a Valentine's Day show for sure.
Nice.
At the Red Room, Hyenas, Fort Worth.
Mhm.
We'll do a little Valentine's Day show there.
Who's that with?
His name is Bo Talks.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a date night after dark, I think is what it's called.
Nice.
So I'm excited about that. I think that's like the next thing I got going up. I'm trying to beat my record for shows last year, so I'm trying to keep it at least 10 shows a month this
Nice.
year.
Damn,
I did
that's-
89 shows last year.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
As I see your schedule, like, you're crazy busy.
Yes. It's like if I'm not cleaning a house or working or with the kids, I'm usually trying to get on
That's
some
awesome.
shows.
How much time do you feel you have on stage now?
I've done 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
20 is good.
20 I did.
That just means you're writing.
Yeah. I mean, I got plenty of material. Is it all funny? No. But I think I can pull off a okay 20. I did that in September, so I think it's probably.
Best month ever, September. Ugh, wonder why.
That was my birthday. You're a September baby, aren't you?
Yeah, what September day are you?
You're a Virgo, aren't you? You're in
Yeah.
the early part of the month. I'm a Libra on the 26th.
Libra.
Yeah.
26, I'm 30.
Wow, September babies in the house.
Wow. Well, September is more babies are born in September than the other month.
It gets cold in December. I told you to stay away from
Mm.
December.
New Year's, Christmas, parents getting freaky.
she got straight to it.
Yeah.
I don't want no kisses, boy.
But yeah, so Hyenas, Red Room, Fort Worth,
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, and then you can follow me at Sagan Butler, SAGANBUTLER.
Awesome. Follow Sagan Butler, guys. I just want to say thank you. Shout out to my homie Monkey producing this again. Welcome to the Panda House, man. This is we're gonna episode 2. Last year I only did 1 because Hanny was all selfish. You know what I'm saying? God bless. No, I love you, Hanny. I'm always gonna miss you, brother. You can follow me at Fernando Panda Comedy. We're gonna put the shows up in the link. We're still working on that. Got a couple of shows coming up. What I got for sure is, February 21st in the Red Room. We got I got a show with Big A, I believe the 31st. And then in Dallas, in the Four Corners, that one. And then we got May 7th, we're gonna be in Texarkana. And I'm working on some LA dates. Oh, and March 13th and 14th will be New Jersey, Banana something Comedy Club. And March 15th, I'm at the Helium in Philly. So thank you guys so much for trying. We're slowly getting there. But if you want to follow me at Fernando Panda Comedy, thank you guys so much. Much love. God bless you guys. Thank you for watching Panda's House. Take care, guys.